Hello and good day everyone. Now we are going to talk about how to create sustainable clean energy resources in a smart city. Before we start, I am going to introduce myself. My name is Nico and I am from English for Specific Purposes Class G. First things first, let me explain about clean energy. What is clean energy? Exactly. Clean energy is energy that comes from renewable, zero-emission sources that do not pollute the atmosphere when used, as well as energy saved by energy efficiency measures. Smart cities use clean energy as their energy source. How does it work? Well, clean energy works by producing power without having negative environmental impacts, such as the release of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. A lot of clean energy is also renewable, including wind power, some hydro resources, and solar-powered energy generation. Why is it important? The most important aspect of clean energy are the environmental benefits as well as a global energy future. While clean, renewable resources also preserve the world's natural resources. They also reduce the risk of environmental disaster such as fuel spills or problems associated with natural gas leaks. With fuel diversification through different power plants using different energy sources, it is possible to create reliable power supplies to enhance energy security, ensuring there is enough to meet our demands. Now, let's talk about the benefits of clean energy. Clean energy provides a variety of environmental and economic benefits, including a reduction in air pollution. A diverse clean energy supply also reduces the dependence on imported fuels. Renewable clean energy also has inherent cost savings, as there is no need to extract or and transport fuels such as oil or coal, as the resources replenish themselves naturally. Other industrial benefits of a clean energy mix is the creation of jobs to develop and manufacture and install the clean energy resources of the future. Now, let's talk about examples of clean energy. There are several sources of clean energy, which are solar power, wind power, hydropower, and biomass. Let's start with biomass. Biomass technologies convert renewable biomass fuels into heat and electricity using processes similar to those used with fossil fuels. There are three ways to release the energy stored in biomass to produce biopower: burning, bacterial decay, and conversion to gas or liquid fuel. Now, let us move to hydropower. Hydropower plants capture the energy of falling water to generate electricity. A turbine converts the kinetic energy of falling water into mechanical energy. Then a generator converts the mechanical energy from the turbine into electrical energy. The amount of electricity generated depends on how far the water falls, the amount of water falling, and how well maintained the turbine is. Then we have wind power. Wind power plants use wind turbines to generate power. Wind turbines work on a simple principle. Instead of using electricity to make wind, like a fan, wind turbines use wind to make electricity. Wind turns the propeller-like blades of a turbine around a rotor, which spins a generator, which creates electricity. Many places use wind as a source of renewable energy, such as Burlington, Texas, the Netherlands, and many more. The weakness of using wind turbines is that it is not consistent. Wind turbines will generate a lot of power on windy weather, but they will also not generate as much power if the weather is not windy at all. Last but not least is solar power. Solar power is generated by using solar panels. Solar power generation starts when solar panels absorb sunlight or the sun's energy and convert it into DC electricity. Then by using inverter technology, the DC electricity will be converted into AC electricity, which is used by most home appliances. The electricity will flow through your home and power your electronic devices. The weakness of solar power is that it is dependent on the weather and also the time of the day. Solar panels will not work at night and will also not generate as much power on cloudy and rainy days compared to sunny days. Now that we have covered about clean energy, I will explain about the implementation of IoT in clean energy sector. A smart, reliable, and efficient power supply helps in the smooth functioning of smart cities. The use of IoT in renewable energy production will help meet the energy demands of the smart cities efficiently. The applications of IoT in renewable energy production involve sensors that are attached to generation, transmission, and distribution equipment. These devices help companies to monitor and control the working of the equipment remotely in real time. This leads to reduced operational costs and lower our dependence on the already limited fossil fuels. The use of renewable energy resources already provides a variety of benefits over conventional ones. The implementation of IoT will help us utilize these clean energy sources to further extent. There are several benefits to implementing IoT in clean energy sector, which I will explain now. The first benefit is automation. Efficiency proves to be a major hurdle in harnessing renewable energy. This is especially true for methods that depend on variable resources like wind and solar energy. A smart IoT solution enables the implementation of automated controls to improve efficiency with these methods of electricity production. With the help of these controls, energy from renewable resources can be harnessed with maximum efficiency. An IoT device can help detect the most favorable conditions for energy production. The equipment can be adjusted accordingly to generate maximum output. The major benefit of IoT devices is that they generate data in real time, which help minimize wastage, if any. The second benefit is cost efficiency. The Internet of Things provides excellent tools for monitoring power consumption. Utility companies and electricity suppliers can get an unprecedented degree of control over their resources using IoT solutions. This in turn provides valuable insights to companies to make data-driven business decisions. Power distribution companies can determine and analyze users' power consumption patterns using IoT-generated data. Utilities can balance the supply based on the demands of consumers. This eventually leads to companies to cut down on the waste of electricity and save a lot of money. Utility companies can lower their input costs by employing IoT solutions in renewable energy power production. Businesses and common man too can substantially cut down on monthly electricity bills. The third benefit is grid management. The integration of IoT technology enables not only the inclusion of more systems into the grid, but it also improves overall grid management. By placing sensors at substations and along the distribution lines, companies can gather real-time power consumption data. Energy companies can use this data to make impactful decisions about voltage control, load switching, and network configuration. Sensors located on the grid can also help alert the operators about outages in real time. Availability of real-time data allows workers to turn off power to damaged lines quickly. This prevents possible electrocution cases, wildfires, or other hazards. The fourth benefit is distributed system. The smart energy grid is expanding due to the rise in commercial and residential use. This increasingly scattered power system represents a major change for energy companies. In addition to managing their primary generators, they must also now manage a growing number of small generators located across the grid. The use of IoT helps monitor these vastly distributed smart grids easily. Sensors placed at multiple points can help in monitoring of large number of points in the production and transmission stages. This access to multiple points was not possible using traditional methods. With the increased control and huge chunk of data access because of a large number of sensors, the grid system can be managed effectively. In case of varying energy demands, the IoT sensors react to the changes autonomously. They can provide accurate information to operators to precisely manage demand. The fifth and last benefit is residential solutions. Renewable energy implementation is not limited to utility companies, but is being adopted at the household level as well. With the aid of IoT devices, citizens can generate green energy in their backyards to meet with their household needs. IoT infrastructure solutions help in leveraging renewable energy and make it efficient. With IoT, users can connect their solar panels, rainwater harvesters, smart roof, and windows in one system. Users can manage the working of their electrical devices using a desktop or mobile application. Customers can also install smart devices in their homes or in their office spaces that measure the power consumed by individual appliances and devices. They can use this information to identify the waste, and especially power-hungry appliances, to save on their energy bills. From what I have explained, we can conclude that clean energy is an integral part of developing the ideal smart city. By making use of all the available renewable resources and implementing the concept of IoT, we can create a sustainable, clean energy power supply to power the smart city sufficiently. And that brings us to the end. I would like to thank you for your time and attention from the beginning until the end of this presentation. I sincerely appreciate it. Goodbye and have a nice day.